very, very high speed, falling down until the end. And then came silence, and they start like, well, this can't be like this. We can't be working during 1 year for a big, big project, and then it finishes. We present it, and that's it. We catch the plane, and our life gets back to normal. So this was a necessity, so they could continue their show, and they continued their lives, and they continued their integrated artistical expression. They decided to build this street show where they invited us. And now we finished this show, and they're building a new one, a stage show, and they're trying to make it a professional way of living. We have 2 professional companies, which is this one, and another one from Madeira, which is an island in Portugal, which has here as well the other show from Madeira with handicapped people. Which mostly they invite big choreographers or choreographers with big careers to...
And the one with Henrique Moedo?
Yeah, with Henrique Moedo. And it's quite nice if you want to take a look around.
Can you tell me the titles of the performances and the titles of the groups?
The titles of the groups.
Uh-huh.
From Lisbon, it's called CIM. It's called Companhia Integrada Multidisciplinar. It's an integrated multidisciplinary company. And from Madeira, it's called Dancing with a Difference. Dançar com a diferença. I can write it. And the articles have very strong items. This one says the power of those which don't have power.
Actually, the one in Madeira, it's quite interesting. We know Henrique Moedo for some years. He first came to Portugal to finish his master's degree in, I think, in something connected to physical education or something like that. And he already, he is a Brazilian, he came from Brazil. And in Brazil he already worked with this kind of company. He had he called the Roda Viva company, the dance company called Roda is the wheel, live wheel, Roda Viva. And because he worked with a lot of people in wheelchairs as a dancers. So he had contemporary dancers and people in wheelchairs also dancing. And it was around 2001 when we arrived in Portugal. And Arthur Pasquier knew about him and invited him for a congress. Usually every 2 years we host an international congress talking about art therapy, art, abuse of art. And in that one he came. And after 2 or 3 years, we heard that he managed to go to Madeira, and they are the resident company of the theater in Funchal. So to have a company with people, with handicapped people, as the resident company of the theater, it's great because we have in Portugal, and you can talk about that, we have hundreds of groups without a place to rehearsal, and he managed to get to be the resident company in Funchal, but it's the major city in Madeira Island, it's the capital. It was very, very good, and surprisingly, we know the work, we work in that area, so we knew that it's very interesting, but usually the society is still very...
conditions to exist the company because it needs a lot of money and it's really to pay people to work in a continuous way, because it's like that doing a 1 year project is very beautiful, but then in the end everything is it's a shit load. So it's very hard in Portugal. We feel that we have to fight really hard to put the projects in a continuous way to build something really. If it's done like this, you cannot really build a base strong. So what I feel personally about working with these people is like I really learn a lot about the body and how to work some kinds of mobility, very little or strong, because we work physical theater since we start to do dance, but it's not specifically classic or contemporary, but we like to move, and we start to do circles, but then, like, it's very hard, some techniques like aerial, trapeze, and fusions, and juggling, and sometimes we wonder, when we are more old, how can we build our careers and our body with some quality, and then we start to learn more and research about the technique that calls contact improvisation. That you can you search movement by the contact, it's another way of knowing your body. And then everything starts to make, and it's, like working with more old people, dancers with 70 years, that really moves very good, and we start to feel our body another way. Then we start to work with Spasté, and then knowing people that have some limits, because it's really hard. Sometimes we cannot run, or like, for example, with Spasté made the work very special in the first year, like they don't know how to make this, like they don't have this autonomy. They put the shoulder, they don't know how to do this, only this. And to me it was like 4 or 5 months to put all the people with different rhythms and different ways of doing this, like doing this alone. And it's really like, in the end, people, all my group learn to do this. And so you start to feel that little things of life are really important, and start to you start to think about things that you don't, sometimes you don't think, and it's very powerful, this work.
And I had a very nice experience last year. I made a very big street show for a festival in Santa Maria da Feira, which is called Imaginários. It will happen this year in the last weekend of May. And we were working with elder people. The oldest one had 86 years old, and it was a nocturnal show, so we rehearsed during night. It was quite hard. And there was an old lady that had Parkinson, and I never worked with Parkinson, so she was shaking like a lot. She was always shaking. And I do juggling and balance. And we were looking at the big sticks that we found on the beach, and we said, we really need to use these sticks during the show. They're amazing. Their shapes, they're really, we need to use them. And then we thought, oh yeah, let's balance them. Let's find some balances, and they should be very nice. So we found the whistles with the sound of birds. So and it was very chaos, like very hardcore music. We had a rock band, a guitar player, and a big piano, and then suddenly, and the ladies came with sticks on the head, on a church, like climbing. And there was this lady with Parkinson that was always shaking. And then we just said, okay, so we're going to do this balance, and for you, and then we said, for you, we thought about, and she said, where's my stick? And we said, for you, we thought really about, I want to balance the stick, where's my stick? You didn't brought the stick for me? And she said, yes, of course we brought it, it's here, it's your stick. And then she just picked the stick, and the other friend of her, at 86 years old, was the older one. It was like Laurel and Hardy, one very fat and very small, the other one tall, and she was like looking and saying, oh, that's going to be a big responsibility. And then she was